So hello, good day. Okay, so we have this question says y is equals to cos square root of sin tan pi x. Find the y dx if y is equal to this. Okay, so this, as we can see, is also a function of function. So and we need to represent those subjects. Like this one, we start with the subject here, the inner subject, which is pi x. So we start with that, which is a function. Then tan of that subject is a function. Then sine of the subject is now tan pi x. So that's also a function. Then the square root is a function. Then cos of that square root is also a function. You see there are about 5 functions there. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we have, you say let u equals to pi x. Okay, let u equals to pi x. So the u dx is going to be pi, right? That one is sorted. Okay, now that means we say let v equals to tan of u, right? Because this is now u, right? So the v, the u, is going to be sec squared u, right? Okay. Now, we now say, let another variable, let's say w, let it be equal to sine v, right? Sine v, because v is tan u, right? Okay. So which means the w, the v, is going to be cos v, right? Okay. Now, we'll now find the square roots. So let's use z. Z is now square root of w. Okay, that's another function. Okay, so the z, the w, okay, is gonna be half w raised to power minus half. This is w raised to power half, right? And if you find the differentiation, it's going to be half times the coefficient, which is half, right? Then we remove 1 from half. That will half minus 1. That's minus half. So that's how we have this. Okay? Now the last one is going to be y is now equal to cos z, right? Cos z. Because z is that square root. This one. Okay, so from here now, the y dz is going to be minus sine z. Okay, so now that we have this, we will now apply our chain rule. The y dx is going to be the y, the z, times the z, the w, times the w, the v, times the v, the u, times the u dx. Okay, so this is how we're going to apply the chain rule. Y, if this one cos this and this one, this cos this one, this cos this one, so the y over the z, the equation is balanced, right? We have to ensure this equation is balanced. Okay, so now the y dz, this is minus sine z, right? Now the z, the w, is gonna be what? The z, the w, that will be half w raised to power minus half, right? Then the w, the v, that will be what? Cos v. Then the v, the u, that will be sec squared u. Then the u dx. is what? Pi. Okay, so that is that. So we multiply out. Minus is here, half is here, pi is here. Let's bring them out. Half with minus pi all over 2. Okay, then sine. Now what is z? Z is what? The square root of w, right? Square root of w. But what is w? W is what? Sine v. Sine v. But what is v? V is what? Tan u. Tan u. But what is u? U is what? Pi x. Okay? So this is how we go about replacing those letters that we introduced. Okay? Now, the next one is this w. This minus is going to take this w to the denominator, right? And then this half, of course, is square root. So it's going to be over square root of w. What is w? Sine v. Sine v. But what is v? V is tan u. And what is u? Is pi x. Okay? Now cos v. So let this one continue. Cos v. This one is a denominator. V. What is v? V is tan u. And u is what? Pi x. Okay? Then sec squared u. Sec squared u is what? Pi x. Okay? So this is the final expression. Okay? So this is the final answer. Okay? So this is how we go about solving this. So that's our divide s using share rule. Okay? Being a function of function. Okay? Thank you. Please like, subscribe, share.